Aloha, brothers and sisters. Life Regenerator here. I'm going to go up and clean this papaya tree and harvest these papayas. Thought you might like to join me. Little adventure. Let me climb up on the roof here. Give me 1 second. There we go. What's up? Okay, cool. We got it. So, Dakota looked at me and she said that the papaya tree needs a little love. Oh, bummer. That was actually a good one. Anyways, these are getting a little out of hand. I was going to have a mono meal up on the roof with Tavis, but we just haven't had a chance to get around to it, and some of these are starting to go kind of funky because I haven't been getting to them. So this one here is a little bit off, but actually, if I tear it open, yeah, it's just a little bit too far gone, but I bet you my buddies, the ducks over there, will love it. Try that, gentlemen. Okay, so the mic. Anyways, I know that they love, I know the chickens will eat it. I know they love bananas, and so I figured I've never given them papaya. They don't eat macadamia nuts. They do eat coconut meat, but I just gave them some coconut and they weren't absolutely thrilled. Anyways, here's some nice papayas here. This one is magnificently perfect. Absolute magnificent perfection. So I've got a nice little box here. And then what I'm going to do is spray some effective microorganisms on the fruit and the branches and saturate the bottom. You should look up EM1, effective microorganisms 1, if you are a farmer of any sort. Another perfect little awesomeness. Oh, see, and so this one got funkified. I'm surprised you guys aren't going for the... I'm gonna try one more and see if they go for it. I don't know. Try it, you guys. Jeez, man. Anyways, they love bananas. They can't get enough. I mean, one day I did an experiment with the ducks. Like, how many bananas before they're carved up? I gave them like 20, 25 bananas. And it wasn't until then that their excitement slowed down, but it was like there were such good bananas. I was like, I feed them like 3 or 4 a day because they got plenty of food around here. And sometimes we have extra. In fact, we have a lot because there's like 250 or 300 banana trees on this property, and there's always like 1 or 2 racks a week. I mean, how many bananas can you eat? But, oh God, look at that. That is perfection. Anyways, I tried to see, nasty. I know the chickens will get at it if Waddles and Quackers don't. Because bananas and papayas are similar in texture and flavor. I guess they just love the carbs. God, that is, oh my God. What's inside there is divine. Divine blessing from the Most High. The fruits and the vegetables, the fruits and the herbs, really, the old Genesis Bible diet. We just got off track, because, it's like the dudes, they wanted to sell a lot of stuff and they wanted to can up the food, and, the truth is that fresh, farm-grown food was, and always will be the best, because you can't beat this vibration. It's super high vibration right now. So here's the thing. I mean, you take this, I'll take this inside and eat a couple. But the minute that you pluck it, its vibration begins to go down. So I'm going to eat the best one that I find, maybe 2, because I just had a nice fat green juice. And then we're going to go out for some fitness. Fully Raw Christina's here, so we're going to meet her at the beach. That's awesome. I'm going to see if she wants to make a video or whatever. She got a hold of me this morning. But Dakota and I are going to go out for some fitness because we've been working a lot. And we are fitness addicts. beach, swimming, biking, running, hiking, weightlifting, yoga, rebounding. Such an amazing lifestyle to care for yourself. Can you dig it? Amen, baby. God, man, so alive, so fresh. But what I was saying was that, you know, it's pluck and eat. Then you get the highest vibration. Then your consciousness expands and you get tapped into the life stream. What's happening, doctors, nutritionists, healers, and everything, blah, 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 they're all eating dead food. So they're not really in the life stream. And when you wake up into the life stream, you sound and you look like you're an alien, but you know what you know because the other brothers and sisters that are living in the life stream, the life stream is the stream that flows to the ocean of bliss, ocean of consciousness, ocean of eternal light and life. And so we're on this flow. But once you start cooking your food, living in cities, boxing yourself off from nature, cutting yourself off with the shoes, with the clothes, living in these cold and freezing environments where you have 8 pounds of clothes on. I'm not trying to put anyone's lifestyle down. I'm just trying to make it so that people understand why we've gotten fat, why we've gotten sick, why we're so depressed, why we're losing our neurocognition, why we're losing our function to see that this is 100,000 times better for your body than the carcass of a dead animal. And I'm on a campaign just to make sure that people know that no matter what they say, life only comes from life. And death consciousness comes from death, whether that's dead animals or dead food. And it's hard to hear. We don't want to hear it, but it'll really help you because then you can start going, okay, I've got these habits, I've got these addictions, but I know that what this guy is saying is, you know, because you just cannot deny by looking at this here that this is what it is. Nothing has to die. It's filled with seeds. It's filled with glucose. It's got fiber for the microorganisms in your gut. The seeds have medicinal qualities. The seeds also come out because this tree wants me to eat this. This tree is saying, I'm going to make this nice and bright and colorful and attractive so that you're attracted to it because what's inside and you can is life. And if you do me a favor, I'll do you a favor. I'll feed you and give you life and get you into the life stream of cosmic growth and intelligence and life. And then you spread my seeds for me. And we all win because then 10 million, billion, zillion years from now, I know that's not a real number, we're still here. And our ancestors and this ancestor, and we're growing symbiotically together to nourish and sustain one another in an eternal process. But as soon as you slit the cow's throat, or the bear meat, or the squirrel meat, or the cows and the chickens and the pigs, you stop it. You're killing the eternal life flow because you're killing your brother and you're killing yourself slowly, but you do accumulate the acid crystals from the death that's in the flesh that's decaying the minute it stops breathing. I made a video about that yesterday for the bonus, for the sale that's coming up where I'm going to be, having a sale on everything that I've ever produced for a very reduced rate so that people can get the live food education just like you're getting now, but it's all the recipes and everything that you need to just have those stepping stones and those tools to get to this place. Well, hell, just bust on through all that. But it is nice to have those tools because you will have those times where you're just moving through your evolution in your process. And it's nice to know how to make a nut pate. It's nice to know how to make recipes that are non-genetically modified, organic, living, fresh foods with fresh fats and fresh carbohydrates. And if you feel like you need it, I mean, the live proteins are very beneficial too if you're in that phase. I'm not in a phase of muscles or strength or anything like that. Right now, there's the muscle in my chest as a tool for sensitivity and awareness and connectivity to my friends, my partner, and my life and my kids. Because it got shut down. You know, when I was young, it just was blasted with so much fear and so much pain that I built walls around it. So I'm, employing many, many methods to break my heart free of the fear of loving deeply for the fear of loss, abandonment, all that crap. And then, you're if you're getting hurt by the people that are supposed to be taking care of you, it causes a little bit of stuff. So then you got that to work, but it's an amazing thing because then you learn so much. And the live foods has been such a beneficial thing for me to break me up and then to be able to have those higher levels of vibration and consciousness so that I can see the truth, so that I can continue to do this work. Otherwise I'd give up or just, do drugs or, take pharmaceuticals or just become like a sex addict or a money addict or get addicted instead of getting, my addiction is to more life, more clarity, more presence, more connection with God, and learning how to open up my heart and be present with people, especially as it regards to my angel over there who's coming out. Because just to open up and feel, and I'm getting so much better at it because I'm conscious about it, and so many men would do so much better. I mean, their women are like, yeah, I love him, but he's kind of a lunkhead, because it's not his priority to really open his heart. I'm not saying that about every dude, but it's not generally well. They're like, oh, screw all that feeling crap, get all your woman, I'll screw you. Big monkeys. When there could be so much more of a deepening, into a deeper love, through partnership. Anyways, this is a fatty. I'm probably just going to go over there and just stuff my face full of papayas because I'm not going to let this, it's the vibration. That's the thing. It's the electricity. The fiber and all that's kind of a, it's a hindrance. That's why I like to juice everything so much. But anyways, it's cool to eat and everything, but it's like the fiber and everything. But I want that electricity. That's why I like to juice things. I like the electricity, which is the living life force, the emanation, the conductivity within the food itself, and I like the water. Those are my two main things. Does it have electricity and does it have a lot of water? Then I might start thinking about other types of things, but I do love glucose for my brain. And I do need a little bit more than some people. Some people need more of a moderate amount. It depends on the level of the, how much of the stuff got into your brain from when you were a child. People that were not inoculated don't need as much of the glucose to the brain because the ATP is functioning at a higher level. That's why I understand all the carb up people because they have, aluminium in their brain and they need a lot more glucose. They don't know that. They think everyone needs that, but you have to understand everything that's going on and all the individuation. But that doesn't mean that the basic principles aren't there with the live living foods as a being, because your cells are pure electricity. And you breathe in, it's the oxygen that you get from your mother's bloodstream that actually helps to formulate you as a baby. Now this is way ahead of its time, and they're gonna be, you need all these proteins and all that crap. But really it's the breath of the woman, and the purity of the blood, which comes from her thoughts and the environment. And then the food can help to keep the zeta potential in the blood high so that the fetus can develop properly with the super high frequency, and then the nervous system can develop. The brain and the nervous system is first, of course, and then all the rest of the organs come secondary. So thank God for that. Otherwise, most of us wouldn't even be here. We'd be a bunch of vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Life is so good, but it's too bad more of the mothers don't quite get it, you know what I'm saying? And they get mad at me, like, you're just a dumb man. I'm like, I'm a very smart man who could tell you, most women, how to have super healthy children. From 7 years before conception is the ideal. It's actually would have been better if your grandma would have been thinking about it. I'm going to make a super healthy self so that I can have super healthy grandchildren, and then they can have super healthy children. But we don't think like that because human beings, I don't know if it's selfishness or ignorance or what, but I'm thinking to myself, like right now, and I didn't know this before, but if I could educate the mothers of the future, I'd be like, hey man, clean yourself up so that your daughter can have a super healthy child. You see what I'm saying? Like, you are preparing the way for your granddaughter, see what I'm saying, to have super healthy children, you know. But it's not, it's because it's the generational degeneration from the cooked food and the chemicals and the ignorance and the violence and not getting involved in relationships that are super conducive and super connected, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a woman, you want a man who's going to be on point, you know, who's going to really show up. Oh, this is the one. Look at that color. That is the one. God be praised. I'm not going to take your time to sit here and eat this because it's not a mukbang, but maybe I'll make a papaya mukbang and see how many of these bad boys I can put away. I don't believe in carving out. I believe in moderation. Don't stuff yourself. I always feel better when I just eat very moderately of the most high vibrational food and if you're eating a lot of food that's not digesting well, that doesn't have a lot of high vibration and frequency, you're going to need to eat more. In fact, you're never going to get full. That's why people stuff at restaurants and all that, and they never get full, because there's no nutrition in it. There's no living life force. There's no nourishment at the level of the blood. Because once the blood is nourished, you can eat like 20 Suriname cherries, which are like the best thing you can eat for your blood purification, and you're like full, and they're like this big. And they're just little water mineral bombs, but you get so full, your apostat shuts off, and you're like, okay, done. You know what I'm saying? But so when the food is alive and real, then your apostat just shuts off, and then you're satisfied. But if you're eating like macaroni and cheese or pizza or whatever, it's like you can just keep eating and eating and eating and eating, and it's just never enough. You know? This is so awesome. So anyways, I had a great time making today's video. Hell, I might start posting 2 or 3. I'm on a roll right now. But then again, you never know when I'm going to drop down and disappear into silence, because that's how I live. I'm Dan McDonald. I'm free. I don't owe anyone anything. I know the business model is do a video a day or consistency and all that. And you know what? I say to hell with the whole politically correct how to run a business. Of course, I'm the one who does, who doesn't benefit from that financially. But you know what? I think I set an example of just live free, be yourself, do what's comfortable. If you're going deep into the cleansing, just take your time away from the social media and all that, and get away from all the negativity. Although it's cool, I have a bit higher understanding. It's bothered me in the past, but I just have a higher understanding. I'm just evolving, and it's just like, wow, I think to myself that I'm very smart, and I'm very ahead of the curve, and I don't have a lot of the education holding me back. I know people think education is so great, but I just don't. I think the best education is me living out here with my ducks, waking up in the morning to come out before the sun rises to look at the stars and just get the downloads of what I need for the day. I think prayer is a better education than facts. I think intuition is a better way to live, and presence in the moment, like we're doing now. That's why everything that was on this video was such a flow. And I know that your prayers were answered through me as a conduit of information and knowledge. Now you're inspired. Now you know what to eat. Now you know how to live. Take off your shoes when you can. Get outside and learn to love nature again, and get your cerebral spinal system into a system of listening to birds and water and wind, and not so much the life regenerator. But maybe today you got inspired to go spend some time in nature quietly and eat natural foods. Thank you so much. I love it. You can give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you like, and I'll keep this thing going because I really am having a good time very much. Aloha, brothers and sisters. Look at this little leaf. Isn't it cute? Hollow tube. I could totally dig it, Life Rejuvenator, until you started playing that papaya trumpet. Now I know your mind ain't right. Well, my mind is right. I love you all very much, and I sure do appreciate your support. It means the world to me. You're such brilliant people. That's the truth. You stuck through this video and you heard that. I know that you're very intelligent, and you felt it, and you're going to do something about it. Awesome. Wow. What a blessing. I got 10 papayas in here that are the next level. Peace be with you. Hello? Okay, cool. Waddles and quackers. I'm gonna make these ducks famous. Watch, I open this door and they know exactly what time it is. They're moving a little slower today. They must be already carved up. Fed them a couple earlier, because usually they'd be running. They're like, I want some snacks. Carve up, little duckies, carve up. I love those guys, man. They're like the coolest thing. They chase everybody away. They chase the doves. They chase the chickens. They think they just own the place. They don't chase me, though, because they know I'm the king of the castle. Isn't that right, boys? Aloha, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for spending your precious time with me. I'm honored.